Welcome, Taurus. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for June the 1st through to the 7th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you for your likes, your shares, your favorites, for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you. Now let's get to the cards because we start with the High Priestess. So I would have to say, if anything, it's your emotional well-being that needs to be your priority this week, maybe this month, because it is June the 1st we're dealing with. We rarely start our readings on the 1st of the month, so it might be all through the month, that it is important that you stay in the positive, that you see the rainbows, that you don't see the clouds. It's tapping into your intuition. It's having that divine connection with spirit, with God, your angels. It's going into your wisdom, your deep wisdom, your high wisdom, and tapping into it. And also tapping into your inner child at the same time. What do you really enjoy? How are you going to incorporate it into your life forward, into your path forward? How are you bringing the magic into your world? Okay, because we have the High Priestess here, which is the female version of the Magician. We also have the Magician here. So it has a lot to do about your magic and your understanding of the magic that is in your life now and what can be in your life. So it's about what's important to you. It's about what you value. It's about what you enjoy. And you really tapping into that. You really having that intuitive knowledge of what is really needed in your life in order for you to have happiness, joy, peace of mind. Now, we have the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups here as the starting cards. So, last week was a lot about anxieties. And if you watch the dailies, we went through a series of our anxieties that we're very conscious of, to our inner anxieties from long ago traumas or just what people said to us and that we've carried with us in a belief up to this point where we're understanding, or it was to gain the understanding that they weren't true, to where we self-sabotage ourselves, where we limit ourselves, where we don't look for growth and expansion in our life because we don't believe it to be, and looking past it and understanding it, forgiving ourselves. So when we have this card here as with the King of Cups, I really think that you are moving into, you're taking those anxieties and you're turning them into ideas. You're turning them into opportunities. You're understanding that where you thought it was an anxiety is actually something to help you prosper on your path, help you step into something. It's taking those anxieties and turning them into beautiful moments, beautiful parts of our life. So it could be that we've gone through this period of an anxiety in our life, of a frustration in our life, of not being able to move forward, perhaps. Maybe it is a relationship, maybe it is work, maybe it is financial matters. But in one way or another, we felt limited. We felt like we couldn't move beyond. Okay, and now the King of Cups comes in and says, love yourself. Grow that self-confidence. Believe in yourself. Believe that every step you took in frustration was to teach you something, to gain wisdom, to gain understanding going forward. And now applying it and using it as a springboard into your future. We have the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands talks about all kinds of opportunities. Seven of Swords is to be cautious with opportunity. And then on the other side of it, we have the Magician. So let's kind of put all those together for a second. Now, Opportunities. So there is going to be opportunity. You're going to see opportunity. You're going to imagine opportunity. You're going to, um, this is a week where you can be walking down the street and you read a billboard, and that inspires you to go home and research something on the computer, and it leads to an opportunity in your life. It leads to a pathway that you can step into. Now, on the one side of it, it's definitely to be aware of any kind of get-rich-quick schemes. If it sounds too good to be true, definitely this is a week where it is too good to be true. So do your research. Have a good understanding of what you are stepping into, the decisions you're making to go forward. The magician talks about all kinds of magic in your life. If you could close your eyes just for a second and see your tomorrow, what kind of magic does it hold for you? Because that's the type of opportunities that will be coming in your life. It also, with the magician, and because we have the Seven of Swords on the other side, beware of illusions. Beware of keeping the blinders on so that you're not really seeing the full potential of where you can step into. Or it looks like there's full potential. What is the matter? Where there is potential in your life, that you are really not giving it the understanding, where you are really not investigating, where you really aren't pushing through to see if it is something that could work in your life going forward. This is definitely a time when opportunity is going to be coming at you from all angles. So get ready to embrace the opportunity, but just make sure with those two cards on the side that it really is the magical opportunity that you've been waiting for, and not an illusion of what you were just hoping for. Make sure that you've got all your facts straight, okay? Especially with the King of Cups sitting there. You almost be the diplomat in where you're trying to push yourself, where you're trying to grow. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new pathway in finances. And the thing that caught my eye is really this card is very uncluttered in its design, in its background. We have the field, we have the background, we just have the pentacle up there at the front. There's not a lot of people in it, not a lot of extra items in it. So it could be that by getting rid of some of the clutter in your life, and I don't care if you decide to have a yard sale or if you give things away. I was listening to something the other day, and it said 80% of what we own, we never use. It's just clutter. So the more clutter you can get out of your life right now, the better, because that is going to open up energy for you. It's going to open up space for you for opportunities to come. Now, this does mean money coming in and new money coming in. It could mean new help coming in. So it could be actually somebody coming in and giving you the exaltation you need in order to go forward on your path. Most times it does come as finances. So, I mean, it's all that clutter. Give it away, because if you give it away to a charity or somebody that really needs it, don't worry, it does come back to you in value, in worth, in different ways. So it all depends on what you want to do and how you want to strategize, but get rid of the clutter so that you can move forward and that you can open up space in your life. Okay, by getting rid of the clutter in your life, you actually do, it's a subconscious thing where you are opening up more space for new opportunities to come in, for new wealth to come in, for new things to come in. And we have the King of Wands as your end card. So it is really, this is optimism. This is high thought. This is research. This is understanding what you need to know in order to go forward. So it could be actually a new learning path that you decide to step into. It could be a formal mode of education that you decide to step into with this card at the end. But it's as you're going forward in the week and the weekend and into next week, you're feeling optimistic. And I think that if you actually use the energy to research, to discover, to understand, that is just going to catapult you into your future. that you're going to have the information that you need, you're going to have the understanding you need, you're going to have the wisdom you need in order to go forward in a very beautiful path. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.